I'm dumb. Okay. Welcome back.
Hi.
So, I just think it's really funny how technically this is going to be a week after I said we were coming back.
Yes.
And then we're going to have a week of silence.
Yeah.
Because we had some, I'm going to turn that down.
Gosh. This is a serious game.
Kinda. Because we had some, difficulties remembering what days we were going to hang out.
Yeah.
Because we texted and we're like, okay, Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. And then Tuesday came and passed and both of us forgot about it. And then I was like, Friday? Right? Wait.
And I was like, Friday? Tuesday. And then I realized that, yeah.
And then we both realized, oh.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, did we say Friday? Maybe we said Friday.
That was two Fridays ago.
Yeah, it was
That was the week before. So,
yeah. Time warp.
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
now we're playing...
We're back!
Yeah. We're playing this game called Samorost 3.
Mm-hmm. We're not playing the first one?
No, because... So, I did look at the other ones, and we could play 2, but I don't have the money to buy it. And the first one is a web game, but I started playing it, and it's from, like, a long time ago. And it's not very good. Like, like I had to, like, go, like, deep web searching for the first one.
Okay.
So this doesn't really have a conducive, or, like, conducive.
It's not
it's not, like, a continuous
story
thing.
line.
It's just sync characters. So.
Look at this little bean.
Right?
Dreaming. About the rave.
Whoops.
Oh, why whoops?
Because I've already played this.
Uh-oh. How dare you?
I know. How do I?
You've ruined it for me.
I know.
Yoo-hoo! Oh, so cute.
I figured it out. Thank you, Google.
Should we start it over again? Like, yeah.
No, we'll do it like we did on Undertale. Okay.
Oh shit. A bugle. Blowing that horn, little doggy. It's a hat.
So this is a little music-based game.
He's Squidward. Okay. Scroll. Okay, so that's to zoom, and that's to move side to side. Okay.
Clicking on the flowers. So I didn't know I could. So I have beaten this game, but I have not gotten all the secrets.
Pet, 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 pet.
It's got such cute music and design.
It's beautiful.
Aha!
Yoo-hoo! So is Samorost his name?
I don't know.
Do you gotta squeeze it? What's going on?
Basically, it wants to become your spaceship.
Well, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hop. Hop. What do we need to do, though?
Things.
There he goes.
Oh dear.
Oh. Boop. Oh, careful. Boop. Hop. 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 Hop.
Such funny deer in the background.
What's he doing?
Hold on.
Oh.
Looks like a bug.
Uh-huh. A seed! Is there any chance that Felix Colgrave helped with the design of this?
I don't know. Who's that?
I know him from a video he released on YouTube. It's called Double King, and he has this very abstract way of like drawing animals and everything, and insects and deer and stuff like that. They kind of get mixed a lot in his artwork. Tell me your secrets.
What is it do?
It's gonna stab you! Oh, cut me in half. I have no clue what's going on.
I was me when I first started playing this game.
Like, it's really pretty to look at. Oh, the bottle is the bottom of the ship.
Oh, is it?
Or maybe the top. I don't know.
Okay. So I need a bunch of pieces.
Okay.
Guess that's all he's got to say.
That was helpful.
Sit over here. I like that you can. Oh, all these species come up. I can go in here. I say I wonder, like I haven't played it before. Oh, it's the bottom. Need a chair, whatever that is, and then the top.
Trolls. Okay.
I love the ambiance. Such nice music, and like the details, and like
It
the
is so good.
kind of reminds me of like a I Spy book or something.
Because it's photorealistic.
Yeah, but also
really pretty.
weird. Actually, I want to go back. Up there.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you have a chair in your home.
Guess not.
You could use. Oh, maybe not. I was about to say, like, steal it from the observatory. Oh,
Oh,
Cthulhu. I'm just kidding.
a planet eater. These 4 things, guys. Oh, is that the dude we've been seeing?
I guess so. He's some sort of an inventor.
Yeah, he made a giant robot. Put this ball thing on it.
This is literally like the synopsis to Pacific Rim.
Shut up! Yay.
We did it, Bugle Brother. Did you just leave the guy on the moon?
Yeah, it looks like it. And then they trapped the thing down there.
He died. The robot died. Ow. 3 out of 10. I didn't like that story. Don't go to sleep. You got stuff to do. I want to see what I dream.
It reminds me of this game I played called Hidden Folks, which, it's pretty much a pure black and white game.
I watched you play that.
Yeah, and all the sounds are,
Man-made.
yeah, like voice sounds.
Like,
yeah.
stuff like that. There's actually, I forget which one it is. There's a Miyazaki film. It's either Porco Rosso or The Wind Rises.
Uh-huh.
It's one of his plane movies. But all the propeller and engine sounds are done like that. It's really funny. Oh. Go ahead and rip that out.
What?
I'm just kidding. Because you need a control panel thing.
Yeah, but that's not the one that looks like it. We haven't even gone this way yet.
Come on, dog. Let's go, dog.
Dog's gonna sleep.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, I remember I had a lot of trouble with this one.
Oh. Ah. Oops. There's bees.
Eh.
What are you trying to do? Are you trying to knock it down?
No, but there's no way to get across. I know there is.
Oh.
And now I can take the control panel.
Doesn't that belong to somebody?
Who knows? I live on here alone.
There's like a person on the other side of the trench that now can't get to the supermarket because you broke their contraption.
But now there's a bridge.
I mean, there's also bees.
Bees?
Bees? There's a bee? From
You've heard-
Cards
you-
Against Humanity. With the bees?
No, you heard Rose's story about her dad with the bees?
No.
Hold on.
Oh shoot. We're taking a short pause while we seek out a storyteller.
Smitty's never heard your story about bees.
Oh wow, it sounds like it's gonna be good. She doesn't have time, or she does?
No, she does.
Oh, okay.
The
Alright.
dad.
Alright.
Oh boy.
Anyway,
We'll
recording
do this
too.
the worst vacation Rose has ever gone on.
Okay.
This honestly should have been
I'm
a movie.
surprised you have not heard this.
Alright.
Smitty.
I'm very surprised.
too. Maybe it'll jog my memory, but
This will also explain why I use the bees card in Cards Against Humanity.
That's what I referenced. I thought that's what they were referencing when they said it.
Did you really
Okay.
just put your socks on my desk?
They are clean. They are clean. Sorry.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm getting ready for work.
Okay,
Apologize.
bees, please.
Okay. So when I was younger, I lived on the East Coast. And one year, my parents wanted to bring me to
The
Florida.
marching band.
Yeah, funny. They wanted me to go to, like, Walt Disney World and all that. They wanted me to, like, have a good time. So, at the time, my grandparents, my dad's parents, had a house down in Florida. And they were already back up north, and they're like, oh yeah, you guys can use the house, just open it up. And, like, make sure everything's good when you're down there. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So, we get on the plane, and we're flying to Florida. And there was a hurricane. Shit. To start off this story, this is where my fear of planes comes from. because my plane lost power in the air, and we were free falling. It regained power. All I remember is my ears popping horribly and my stomach feeling really, really fluttery, which is why I sometimes can't stand those things when they happen. And screaming. Lots of screaming. I saw people praying too, but hey, we landed and we were okay. Somehow.
Like, it regained power.
Physically.
Physically. It regained power, we were all fine. Great. Florida's known for hurricanes and all this sort of thing. So we go to my grandparents' house, and we are, like, getting settled in. I think it's, like, in the daytime. I don't think the plane ride was, like, too long, but a lot of emotional trauma.
Yes.
So, my dad has a history of bees.
Bees?
Yes.
Okay.
He has this, as my mother described it, an inhuman scream.
Okay.
And my dad's like, he was a big
bee
guy.
scream.
He was like 6'2" and heavyweight. Like, and he had an inhuman scream when it came to bees because of how often he was attacked by them.
A plural amount of bees or one bee could get them to scream?
Plural.
Okay.
Like a hive.
That makes sense. That's the human response, is an inhuman scream.
Yes.
Okay.
So he went downstairs because he had to turn on the fuse box and whatnot, and there's a wasp's nest in there.
No.
He didn't scream, thank God.
He just passed out from fear.
No. I should probably mention he was a Marine, so no,
Okay.
he did not pass out in fear.
He tried.
Luckily, he cleared the nest out, yada yada, all that good stuff. So
Clear out a wasp's nest
Put a bowl over it.
without...
you killed it at that time, growing up.
How do you not, like, just burn the entire house down in that
You don't burn the entire house down, especially when it's not yours.
Did he set it on fire?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
no. There's like wasps
I was
and
like, what
hornets.
I would have done. I would have just been
gotcha.
like...
Obviously,
A flaming arrow?
Yeah.
Like a Viking burial?
obviously you wouldn't do this now with the bee crisis that we're having, but at the time he used like a wasp and hornet killer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wasps are not bees, so you can kill them all the fuck you want. They're just assholes.
They're multi-stingers. And they
Anyway. They are multi-stingers, but they're very hard to get upset. I've dealt with it my whole life.
How old were you when this was?
I was probably about like 4 or 5, I want to say. I'll go with 5 years old.
Okay.
So downstairs in the freezer, my dad opened up like the big gigantic freezer box thing that they had, because my grandpa Sam said there was a couple things of meat we could eat. Like there was a steak that was really good, and there was like a really nice string of kielbasa. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's like
a big old sausage.
yeah. It was a really big sausage.
I've heard plenty. I've been hit on plenty of times to know what a kielbasa is. So
Okay, all right.
I used to work in a supermarket.
Oh yeah.
My ex-boyfriend worked in the meat department, so
Oh yeah. I remember that.
yeah. So
That's
I know
another
what
story altogether.
That's the story for another time.
So
Sorry to hear you say it.
I just remember my dad went upstairs, and outside of their house, was basically a swamp.
Okay.
So you walk
it's
outside,
Florida.
it's like a tiny little balcony area with a grill and maybe 1 or 2 chairs with a mini table, and there's a swamp out back.
Okay.
Yes, there are gators. There are
It's on a
alligators over there.
platform too, right? Like you're not directly by the gators. It's like elevated.
Yeah, it's elevated. That's why I said balcony. It's elevated. So my dad went out there, he started up the grill, and he puts down the steak. He turns to call inside for my mother for a split second. And he turns back to the grill, only to see a stork, or excuse me.
A stork.
No, not a
pelican?
pelican, excuse me.
What?
A pelican swooped down and takes the entire steak and flies away.
What a greedy bitch.
My dad's standing there in awe, like, what just happened?
Like, I have a child to feed. Like, what are you doing?
So do I. So he's just like, he told my mom what happened. He was just like, I don't even... Okay, whatever.
Mercy kielbasa?
So he puts the kielbasa on the grill. I believe my parents had picked up groceries on the way here, so my mom was, like, inside making something.
Salad.
Yeah, probably. And me being 5 years old, this is when you're, like, really starting to learn the rules and to follow directions and all of that good stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Color in the lines.
My grandma Sarah had given us one massive rule when we were down there. Do not
Eat the kielbasa.
No.
Smitty.
I swear to God. No.
We gotta let her finish her story, otherwise she's gonna be late for work.
Eh. She said, do not feed the alligators.
Oh, that
Do
makes
not
sense.
feed the alligators. They will come back.
You know, a common
cats.
sense thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I'd probably forget.
You know, my dad's a smart man. He was an engineer for the Marines. He knew a lot of hard issues that people don't want to deal with. He started feeding the alligators some of the kielbasa that he finally got to put on the grill, and I saw him. Yeah, I know.
I mean, if the bird gets to eat.
And the gators get to eat too.
Maybe the gators will eat the bird.
No.
The circle of
So, me being 5, I just look at him, and I was kind of a different sort of child, and I'm just like, Papa, I'm telling your mother.
Oh my god.
It's like, oh, this little narc.
Pretty much, he's just like, oh, whatever, I don't care. So later on, we eating dinner, I'm getting ready for bed, and all of a sudden, like, Grandma Sarah and Grandma Sam call us, because they want to make sure everything's fine with the house. I looked at my mom, and I'm like, I want the phone.
Aw.
And I took
I
the
need
phone.
to rat on my own.
Yeah. I took the phone while staring at my dad, and I'm like, Grandma Sarah, your son fed the alligators, and all you can hear on the line, because she screamed, was, what? Put him on the phone! My dad was not happy with me. He's like, what the hell's wrong with you?
Now
it was
I'm
just a couple
grounded.
pieces. Oh, I know.
It was like, you little narc.
Yeah, pretty much. But wait, there's more.
Yeah, where are the bees?
There's a joke to that, though. You'll
There's a
watch that
joke.
later.
Yeah. So, we wanted to go to Disney. We, like, get settled in the house and all of that. We're fine. The next day, that night, I go to bed with Mom. And my dad, he's kind of the type of person who stays up late.
Yeah.
You
He's
know?
like me.
It runs in the family. He's sitting on the couch eating, I don't remember, something like pork rinds, something he got all over his hands.
Like
Cheetos or Doritos. And it gets on his shirt and whatever. He is used to being on a ship, so he's used to not unpacking his bag. So everything just stays in his bag. So the next day, he throws his clothes by his bag, gets new clothes, and we decide to go out because we want to go to Disney. There have been a record of, I think, 3 or 4 times in the entirety of the park being open that Walt Disney World has been closed. We went on one of those days. Everything was completely tarnished because of the hurricane.
That makes sense.
And they're profusely apologizing. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we're so sorry."
Did you get your money back?
No, we got to go another day. They just said,
I was
"Don't
about
worry,
to say,
we'll honor this."
They weren't that sorry.
No. They were sorry. They're like, "You could totally come back another day. We're so sorry about this." And we're like, "Okay." So my mom's like, "All right, fine. Let's get some lunch." But they had used all their cash for groceries, right?
Yeah.
So they went to an ATM machine, and my mom swiped her card, and the balance said 0. And my mom's like, "That's not right." So she closes everything out. She does it again. 0. And my dad comes over. He's like, what's wrong? And she's like, "It's saying there's nothing in our account." And he's like, "Well, okay, whatever. We'll get it figured out. Let's use this one for the meantime." Swipes the card. 0 balance. The ATM systems had been completely wiped clean because of the hurricane, and it was malfunctioning and wouldn't give my parents cash. And so they're like, "Are you kidding me?" So we had to drive all over to try and find a place.
That's the last place I'd want to be stranded. I've been to third world countries, and I'd hate to be stranded in Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, that's valid.
All our Florida fans will be.
Sorry, Florida. I've been there.
I don't think we have any
I'm
fans.
sorry
from
you
Florida.
lived there.
So yeah, like,
You know, all my friends that have like, oh yeah, I'm moving to Florida. I'm like, why?
Are you okay?
you okay?
Are you a hostage? No, in all seriousness. But yeah, go. ahead.
So that night, we go back home. My mom's giving me a bath, and my dad, he'd only brought like 1 or 2 sets of PJs, so he puts on the PJs he wore the night before. And he's sitting down on the couch again, and he feels like something on his arm. He doesn't really know what. And it kind of just tickles, so he smacks it, you know?
You know what's so funny? Because the way the story's been set up, I was like thinking it could either be a pelican, an alligator, or a wasp.
It's none of the above. Let me say that. My dad smacks it. Do you know what happens when there is a colony of fire ants around?
They swarm.
And when you kill one, it sets off like this...
The pheromone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
For every other, ant around
Avenge me!
it to bite down.
Yeah.
My father was covered. They all bit down at the same time because there was little food all over his shirt.
Yeah,
you know?
they wanted to munch.
And my dad does that inhuman scream that my mother has come to know. And she runs out, bursts out of the bathroom, and she's like, bees? And he's like, no!
Oh my god.
And he runs outside, he's stripping all of his clothes off. My mom sees the bag, sees the ants all over it, throws the duffel out with him. He's stripping it like, I don't even know how late it was was dark out. And my grandparents' neighbors, like, community, and they're just like, what's going on?
There's a northerner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I was like still in the bath or something. I don't remember. I just remember my mom bursting out, bees? No! Ants!
Oh my god. That is a really well done story.
I don't understand. Like, the funny thing is, a lot of people think I exaggerate this story, but me and
It
Sam,
sounds real.
Sam,
It
went,
sounds too hilarious to
Yes!
not be real.
we went back because I wanted Sam to be introduced to my Grandma Sam and Grandpa Sam, right?
Yeah.
We went back and I asked them, like, do you remember that story? And they told it almost word for word. Like, I can't.
And the rest of their trip was fine. you
Yeah,
know,
the rest of the
after
trip
that.
was fine.
But, like,
That's a rocky start, though. Oh my god.
I feel like we should like write that down and like sell it as a movie script.
I think we should.
Just
like-
make a short story.
Yeah.
Bees?
No, ants! So I will always use that card in Cards Against Humanity.
I really
and
love that.
Sam always gets a big kick out of it because they know.
Well, whenever I
flashback
get that
to
card,
story.
I always give it to her whenever she has the black card.
The power is in your hands.
Well, it's funny because you use bees, and I think Lane used like dead parents or
I
something
know,
like
and that was the only one that could have beaten bees, and it beat bees, and I was so mad.
For those of you who don't know, unfortunately, both of my parents have passed away. But yeah, so. Yeah. I think that is the only card that will beat bees every time.
Dead parents.
Dead parents. And that is the story of my...
That's the bee story.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
bee
that's
story.
The bee story.
More like,
I give it an A+.
More like Rose's father's worst vacation ever.
Yeah.
I know.
Well, the thing with him
The
is...
time
just
I
off-
mooned the neighbors.
Oh, he's mooned people before with bees. Like, no, he used to go golfing when he was, on shore, or, like, dry dock, and he used to go to, like, Guam a lot, and they have, like, some nice golf courses over there, and
Yeah, my uncle used to.
his ball was underneath a tree, and when he went up for his upswing, it smacked a nest,
How do you know
Or like a
there's
hive?
fucking beehive right next to you?
because it's covered in leaves.
You can hear it!
Well, the bees got all in his shirt, they got everywhere, they got in his shorts. Everyone on the golf course was telling him to go jump into the pond or like the lake or whatnot.
Bees will follow you over water, though.
Into water.
Into water, yeah, but they were in his shirt and he needed to strip. And it was broad daylight out, and he's on the golf course in his underwear, which they were also in there. And he had to pretty much go in the lake, strip everything off, and just swim away.
Okay, babe, you're gonna be late for work.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was
man.
worth it, though.
I know. That's my favorite story. I'm always like, You haven't heard the story? Oh, Rose!
I love telling it though, because everyone's face is very similar. They're like, that didn't happen, but like, it's too crazy not to be true, right?
Nobody could really just make that up.
Aw.
Well, thank you for the story.
Of course,
I
hope you
enjoyed every
that.
second of it.
Have a good day
I
at
hope
work.
you have a good day at work.
Mwah. Mwah. I'll be back at like God knows what hour.
11.
Something like that.
At dawn.
Alright, and we'll end that episode there. Sorry it ran a little longer, but I needed
I think
Smitty to hear this story.
I think it was a good, a nice detour.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Because I love that story.
So,
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Nice meeting you all
Yeah,
again.
we will continue.
I'm like, I don't know where.
Do you need your water bottle?
Nah, I'm good with that.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Well,
Alright.
that's all, folks.
Alright. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.